Welcome back to another 13 days of Christmas. We have our roaring fire and commercials
Not anymore.
to give us some backlight. Katie's got her box of mystery blends, and I have a poem ready. Skip the short stories because some of them are not so short. Some of the short stories are like, oh, it only takes a half an hour, which I'm not reading for a half an hour when I want to be smoking a pipe. So poems it is.
Last time I went for a big bag. This time we go for a little bag.
A little bag. Cornell and Deal's corncob pipe and a button nose.
And drives made out
From Joshua, Pipe Up North.
Well,
Thank you, sir. See what we can find on this guy. A warm mug of cocoa flecked with marshmallow. It's cold outside and your pipe's alight. It looks like it might snow if bright and gold Virginias fulfill your Christmas wish. Blend in some reds, it's quite a spread. With Burley and Cavendish, a blend for the season, warmed with Christmas cheer, makes our corncob pipe and a button nose for the best day of the year. So this is an aromatic with Burley, Cavendish, and Virginias, with flavorings of cocoa, chocolate, and vanilla. Cube cut. While you load that, I will read our poem, which is called December 26th by Ken Nisbet. A BB gun, a model plane, a basketball, electric train, a bicycle, a cowboy hat, a comic book, a baseball bat, a deck of cards, a science kit, a racing car, a catcher's mitt. So that's my list of everything that Santa Claus forgot to bring. Not entitled at all.
No.
Don't forget your signed copy of Playboy.
Is that something Santa would bring?
I don't know. 10-year-old me would have asked for it, but 10-year-old me was
We're
maturing
not going there.
a little
You
faster than others.
Stop right now. It's Christmas. I'm sorry I mentioned anything. Never mind.
Christmas is tied to childhood, and some of ours are a little weird. I make no apologies. It made me who I am. If you like it, you like all of it.
It's true. Not all of it needs to be on the YouTube.
I didn't give details. Besides, we both know I'm not overly private. I like my privacy, but I don't have secrets.
Settle in.
So, the Christmas topic for tonight. Favorite Christmas TV special.
You first.
There's a number of them, but one of my very favorites, just because it's purely like you don't have to know what's going on to be entertained in this episode. So if you have never watched the show, you would still watch this episode and be entertained. And I've put it on for you a number of times. Every time you ask me halfway through, what is this show? It's Warehouse 13. They had a number of Christmas specials, but this is one of their last ones. And it goes from live action to different kinds of animation, to claymation, to anime. I think they even did some like CGI modeling. It's a fantastic show. I loved it. I wish they didn't kill it. That and Warehouse 13. Eureka and Warehouse 13. They're just fantastic shows. They're both on the Sci-Fi Network, so if they didn't get stellar numbers, they got canned all the time. But I can tell you, if that show was on like Netflix now, it would run for all time. Like if it was actively being produced by Netflix, I should say. Not if it was on reruns on Netflix. Because some of it is dated. But this isn't why I like the show, but a little cherry on top is that one of the characters in that episode, which also seems to be the Punch character in the show, is not a person. It is a Jeep XJ.
Alright.
My Jeep. They have personality.
I'm having trouble recalling this show.
Well, Futurama Christmas specials, those are always enjoyable. The Simpsons never really did it for me.
See, I'm having a hard time remembering like specific plots. I'm sure Bob's Burgers had some great Christmas ones.
They do. South Park, I laugh at, but they always try to push the envelope too far for me.
None of those, I don't know, none of those really stick out in my mind as like memorable and like, oh yeah, awesome. Except the Futurama one with Santa. The time traveling to.
Where they go back in time.
Yeah. Make Santa nice, or he never gets naughty or something.
Yeah, because their robot Santa
Spoiler.
is evil.
Yeah. Evil robot Santa. I don't know if you can count them as Christmas specials, but they always played on TV when I was a kid. The claymation ones. Jack Frost.
Not in this vein, I wouldn't count them as that.
Mm.
Because I'm referring to like shows that were running and then had a Christmas special.
I see. Yeah.
Like that 70s show did some. And almost every major show has done them. One show we're currently watching, Ghosts. They have a few Christmas episodes we watched.
Those are good. I don't really have a favorite for those though. I remember the Ghost ones because we just saw those. The Futurama one sticks out. Nothing in particular sticks out from the other shows really.
Tis joyous like splitting head of Dane. There's that 70s show one where I think Red has something to do with Santa Claus. I can't remember. I had had a sample of this before, which is why I hadn't opened it until now. And this is better than the sample I had had before.
I think I remember trying this. Wasn't it on the to try shelf at Edwards?
Mm-hmm.
It was very dry.
It was not this good.
A lot of these flavors did not come through.
And I'm not going to lie, I did not do a good job maintaining these samples. So, Josh, you did a fantastic job packaging it up.
Yeah, you did.
If I had packaged up every sample we received, I'd have gone broke just getting jars.
Yes, and cold. Wish that fire was real. Someday I want a house with a fireplace.
Won't be here.
I know.
You're not allowed to have fireplaces here. It's an insurance risk they don't want to take.
Houses are too close together.
No. Something about the aging of older insulations become flammable, so they don't want to take the risk.
Huh.
At least that's what they told our one neighbor who actually has a wood-burning fireplace. He's been banned, and he had to prove it was sealed up.
Huh. That sucks. His is much older though. Is it from the 50s? 40s?
60s.
I think ours is late 70s, early 80s.
His was his mother's. He's lived here that long.
That's nuts.
He also has like 70 acres in Wyoming.
That's a lot of the new builds for manufactured homes are pretty epic.
Yeah. For its age, this one's pretty epic.
I agree. One of the possibilities, maybe. One of the maybe dreams. Get a plot of land, pick out a house, have it plop down, facing whichever way we want. I can perfectly place all my windows exactly which direction I want them for my plants.
Well, if you're going to dream, why not go big and have a custom house built the way you want it?
Because that's not ever going to happen.
Oh, but this step down dream is more plausible. I got you.
Yeah. Realistic possibilities, rather.
You don't know. The world could fall apart, and maybe, I don't know, we end up in one of those weird Wild West situations where, like in the Westerns, like, 10 dudes help build you a house so that you'll give them a cow because they need to eat for the winter or something. They sell you their labor for a cow.
Yeah, things aren't going to break down that fast.
Never know.
If they break down that fast, we'll all be dead in nuclear warfare.
No, the YTPC will rise to the top because people will want nicotine and tobacco. And we're the only people who are going to have it stashed away and high enough volumes to rise to the top of this imaginary socioeconomic ladder.
Maybe, but you'd have to have some relaxing time for that to matter. Anarchy is pretty chaotic. Things won't settle down to bartering for quite some time. If it doesn't all just get blown to smithereens before that. That would be
Once
like
all the cigarettes are gone, what are they going to smoke?
That'd be our great-great-grandchildren after the collapse that get to live that type of experience. It'll be like The Walking Dead. That's what it'll be like.
Merry Christmas, folks. There I was imagining a utopia for us pipe smokers, and
Sorry.
Katie crushed it with a steamroller.
Reality ain't gonna happen.
Oh, reality, huh? Let's talk about St. Nicholas.
That was an interesting movie.
Which one?
The one we finished tonight.
Red one?
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about some different options for St. Nicholas.
I really like Violent Night.
Oh, that one's great. Yes. Gosh, the light. Our fire's gone. We got to see Violent Night in theaters. It was fantastic. Was that last year? The year before?
I think it was last year.
Oh, that was good.
It was very good.
Great story. Good action. I fall asleep during a lot of action movies.
The actor who played Santa Claus, I really enjoyed what he did with that. It was a great job.
I feel like a good action-packed Christmas movie. Well, have we discussed on these whether or not Die Hard's a Christmas movie yet?
I don't think that's a discussion worth having.
Alright. I think it's entertaining.
There's a number of great movies that take place during Christmas or have a Christmas scene. That doesn't mean they're Christmas movies.
I suppose.
But I leave that up to each person. Look, you want to watch Harry Potter during Christmas? Do it.
There's Christmas scenes. Oh, what was the one you sent me? They leave out from Rivendell on the 25th, so Lord of the Rings is a Christmas movie?
Yeah,
Or something?
December 25th.
There we go.
I guess that more or less makes it more of like a New Year's movie. But sure.
Entertaining.
But like, isn't there scenes in the Horrible Bosses movie where those guys try to kill their bosses that takes place during a Christmas party? That doesn't make that a Christmas movie.
I don't recall what movie you're talking about.
3 actors have 3 bosses. Each of their bosses is horrible to them in a different way, ruining their lives. They all get together and decide to kill each other's bosses.
Huh. Nah, that's premeditated murder. Not spontaneous. Happenstance. Christmas murder. Think about Violent Night.
Yeah, I get that.
Home Alone if it weren't rated PG. What? Why are you hopping at me?
I'm talking to our dog in a language she understands.
No
Huffs and disappointment. This 13 days of Christmas, I'm going to be 100% honest, brings back 100 Days of Blends videos, vibes. And I have this feeling like it's never going to stop. And I'm not complaining. I'm just having flashbacks.
We're fixing to come up on a year since that started here shortly, before you know it.
Because at one point, what was it, like day 30, I think we looked at each other and went, why did we say this?
We. That's so cute how you keep saying we. Sure, I'll do some stuff. It'll be fun.
It's we.
No, it is we now. I'll help out sometimes. I'll do some stuff. Little did I know.
Who has her own blend cabinet?
Yeah.
Don't get out of the we. Don't try and weasel your way out of the we. It's a we.
It is a we now.
You're part of this life. You live it.
Yep.
Fire's getting big.
Right.
Well, I don't see the need to stretch this one on any further.
We
This is
covered
not
a
a
lot
bad.
of bases.
This is not a bad blend.
Mm-mm.
I think towards the end we might try and rank them. But
We'll have to see. See what all happens. It may not be right after. It might be a little later. No promises.
You all have a good night and Merry Christmas.